Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Tirpitz. We have a few housekeeping items to take care of real fast. So the German sub that was in M10 is supposed to be currently in M2 next to Gibraltar. The two of the infantry that were in Istanbul were wanting to be moved to Akdeniz, if I pronounce that correctly, and then the remaining infantry that's in Istanbul was to be railed to eastern Anatolia. Lastly, for the Germans, the infantry and AA gun that were built in Bavaria were wanted to be built in Berlin instead. So that has the Germans kept up with. For Soviet housekeeping, the income tracker is actually supposed to be at 34 instead of 35. Spitfire did collect the correct amount of money with that in mind. It's just the tracker was off by one. Other than that, there's a couple of Soviet housekeeping items. So the two mountain infantry that were built in Stalingrad, he actually wanted those to be built in Novosibirsk. And the four infantry that were built in Novosibirsk, he actually wanted them to be built in Orel-Kursk. So I think that's got that settled. So now we will hop into the Japanese turn, turn 12, January 1942. Japan rode for attack on Dice Maiden, and for the sixth turn in a row, we missed on our improved construction, but we did get a hit on our large ship construction, and that is now at stage 3. So who knows, maybe Japan will have a attack completed next turn. We will see. Over on buys, Japan is going to be buying a fighter for 10, a Lend-Leased infantry to Italy for 3 militia for 6, as well as a motorized infantry upgrade for an additional 1, so that's 7 for those 40 units to bring us down to 60. Japan will be buying 5 light cruisers for 45, leaving us at 15. We'll then buy 2 subs for 12 and an infantry to bring us down to 0 money in the bank. Japan does have combat moves this turn. Let's see, so this sub that is an I-4 is going to be a raider this turn. The seaplane that is on Formosa is going to go on map MP50, and it is going to be raiding this turn. None of these subs are going to be raiding. The attack bomber that is on a carrier in P16 is going to be going onto map in P34 and attacking this British submarine. And in Cheetah, the infantry, artillery, and medium tank and a Mir are going to be attacking the Soviet militia in Cheetah. And then this gets a little wacky with fleet movements. So the transport that is in port in P15 is using 1 movement point to go over to P16, picking up 2 Marines, and then it's using its final 2 movement points to go down into P32, and it is going to have those Marines amphibiously assault Hunan. The transport that is in P41 is going to pick up a Marine from Anon Tonkin, as well as one of the Marines that is in Kwangtung, and they are going to come up into P32, and both of those Marines will also be amphibiously assaulting Hunan. The final transport, or the other transport I guess, that was in P41 is going to be picking up the other 2 Marines that were in Kwangtung, and it is going to be moving up into P32. And those 2 Marines are also going to be amphibiously assaulting Hunan. From P14, the two transports in there, one is picking up an infantry and artillery from Rihi, and the other one is picking up, is actually going to move over into P15, grab two infantry that are in Kyushu, and then come down into, both of those transports are going to come down into P32, and those three infantry and that one artillery are going to be amphibiously assaulting Hunan as well. Joining those amphibious assaulters are going to be the remaining the remaining troops. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. My apologies. Everything that's left in Guangdong is going to be moving up into Hunan. Everything in Nanking, which is just the three infantry, are also going to be moving into Hunan. And all 7 planes, we are going to risk these AA rolls, and all 7 planes that are in Hopei are going to be attacking Hunan as well, going 1-2. I'll put them in the C zone for now, but they're all use 2 movement points to get to Hunan and are attacking it. The mountain infantry in Shensi is coming down to Sichuan and attacking it, and it's going to be joined by all but 1 infantry from Hopei. And we're not going to have any combat moves there. No combat moves here. I think that has all my combat moves declared. So yeah, we can just get right into rolling for this stuff. We'll save the big one for last, and so we will do sub-rating first, I suppose. So we'll get these 2 D6s, and we'll pull out a D12 for the anti-submarine warfare roll. So the Japanese sub will be the one on the left. We are rolling at a net 2 negative. Since the British have both radar and anti-submarine warfare, they get +3. The Kyushu sub gets +1. So net negative -2. So we will just subtract that from the Japanese die to see what happens here. Alright, so unfortunately we did get hit by the anti-submarine warfare, so that sub is dead, and due to the net negative, there was no damage done. So, unfortunate start, but not necessarily be unexpected. I should have saved those D6 though. So here we are also rolling at a net -2, because I believe radar and anti-submarine warfare both still give their bonuses regardless of if it's an actual submarine. Yep, defending convoys gain +1, no mention of it having to be submarines, and defending convoys gain +2. So we're again rolling at a -2, but anti-submarine warfare only gives the defense die against raiding submarines, instead of, it does not affect raiding seaplanes. So we will just have to roll the dice here for that. And there is no sub damage on that, which was also to be expected. But that was important to have a unit remain raiding on a British line, so they didn't get the wartime bonus of +2. So with that out of the way, we will do the attack on Cheetah, which is an artillery and infantry medium tank against a militia in mountains. So we will roll our artillery first strike at 2 first. It missed, and so now we will roll our infantry that rolls at 2, and our tank that rolls at 5, and the defending militia at 2. Alright, so our infantry actually hit, and the militia missed. So we will retake Cheetah and go up 1 on the income chart, while as the Soviets will go down 1. Right, I think the only other combat is actually Hunan. So we will go ahead and get those rolls going. I have 2 artillery from Kwangtung that get first strike at 3 since they don't care about rivers. So I'll go ahead and roll those first. Alright, it's only 2 artillery, not 3, since 1 is amphibiously assaulting. Alright, so, we got lucky there and got 2 hits on our first strike rolls. So I'm going to assume that means 2 dead cavalry when it comes to the Chinese defenders. Haven't actually received a kill order on whether or not they want to try and say one side has to take casualties before the other, but I am assuming, then that they all stacked here, that it's going to be just best case survival. So given the fact that I am attacking with planes, I'm assuming the AA are definitely going to not get taken for first strike rolls, and so we're just going to delete to the cavalry. We'll just assume they're KMT for now, but we'll see if that actually matters later on. Anyway, that being said, we do need to go ahead and roll these 3 anti-air gun rolls. My planes, any planes that die to these are still going to be able to participate in the first round of combat, but I want to go ahead and roll just so that I don't get confused later on whether or not there are AA rolls that we're supposed to hit or not. So we will stack these dice up, and then we will get rolling. Right, and we got 4 plane hits. A little bit unfortunate there, but could be worse. So we will keep that in mind, that we do have to take 4 plane hits to the AA. Otherwise, though, we will have, it is going to be 3 cavalry defending at 2, as well as 18 infantry defending at 4. So I'll set these down here just to remind myself that I have 4 planes to kill. And then so 3 cav at 3, and then 18 infantry at 4. On the Japanese side, we have 9 amphibiously assaulting infantry that will be rolling at 2. As well as 3 infantry from Nanjing that are rolling at 2 as well. From Kwangtung, on the first round, all of our other units are facing a river penalty, so both of our medium tanks are rolling at 5. And then we also have, I think it's 12 regular infantry joining in. 11 actually. Alright, so we will have 11 at 1. And then we do have the 2 artillery that are taking place in this attack, so 2 of the infantry that were rolling at 2 are actually going to be rolling at 3 instead. And then we do have our 4 fighters and 3 attack bombers that are attacking as well, so we will add those in. And that should be everything, I think. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And that is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yep. So we have all our dice out and ready, and we will go ahead and roll for the rest of round 1. Alright, so the Japanese get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 regular hits and 1 target select hit. And the Chinese defending force gets 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Alright, so it was 8 regular hits and 1 target select, which I'm assuming the 8 regular hits are just going to go in the cav first, so the target select doesn't really matter, so we'll just delete 9 die. That's 1, 2, 3. One of those was a hit. Let's see if I can redo time here real fast. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure it was only 1 hit that was from those 4 at 2, but just want to make sure. Should have used the counters down here at the bottom to keep track of that beforehand. So we'll just let it rewind time a little bit and hopefully catch those. Yes. Okay. We are saved by the rewind time function. So let me just mark this down. This is 4 hits that the defenders got. Okay. And then it was, just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits that the attackers get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then all 4 of those hits are just going to go on, they have to go on my amphibious assaulting units first, which means 4 of my Marines are dead. 2, 3, 4. And we'll go ahead and delete all that stuff down here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I'm reminded that the AA guns do take hits, so 3 of those hits are actually on AA guns, and we will add 3 more defending 4 die back for the Chinese. And the target select still didn't matter because it was 3 cav, 3 AA, 6, so then the other 2 were going to go on infantry, so the target select didn't matter there anyway. Alright, so we are now in round 2, which means my 3rd artillery comes in, my 3rd infantry gets upgraded, and all of these infantry that were rolling at 1 now roll at 2, so that was 11 of those dice, so I add in 11 more 2s. And then we have our 2 tanks that are now rolling at 6. And I do have to take my airplane hits now. We are going to take those, let's see, we're going to take 2 fighter hits for sure. Definitely going to take a 3rd fighter hit. I think we're going to take I think we're just going to lose one of our attack bombers on that one and save one of our fighters. So that is 3 fighters and a attack bomber dead to the KMT AAA. That being said, I think all of the dice are now correct for round 2, and so we will go ahead and roll that. And the defenders get 1, 2, 3. That's supposed to be on my side. It's a miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the defenders get another 4 hits, and the Japanese attackers, that is a 10, so it's not a hit. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, it looks like. Yep, so we will defeat another 4 hits for the Japanese, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we take 4 hits. We still have to take those on amphibious units first, which I forgot to delete the first 4 over here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 Marines dead on the start. And then this is going to be 3 regular infantry and a Marine dead from round 2. And then it's going to be 5 Chinese infantry dead from round 2. So there should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 Chinese infantry left, which means I am missing some die. Did I not add in the 4 extra ones? What's going on there? So just deleted those 4. Alright, sorry about this. I'm going to have to pause this and watch the video and then do like a combined part 2 for this. So just to make sure that I'm rolling this right, because I have somehow confused myself. Alright, welcome back everybody to the Japanese turn 12 of Operation Tirpitz. I have figured out where I went wrong on the initial round 1 defense. I only rolled 14 of the KMT defending, or I guess Joint China Force defending infantry die instead of all 18. So I'm going to go ahead and roll those 4 infantry that I missed for round 1, and then we'll see what sort of fixing of this we have to do over here. Alright, so from round 1, that actually makes things very easy as far as fixing goes. There were no additional hits off those, so I don't have to go through the process of trying to find any of my dice getting deleted. But we do need to roll these for round 2. And there is one additional hit from the defenders on round 2, which is my last Marine. And so I need to delete 5 of my die at 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to make sure I have all the die correct now. So there should be 10 defending die at 4 left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 14, 16, 18, 19, 22 dice left for the attackers. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have got that all sorted out, and we are now ready for round 3. Alright, so round 3, the KMT defenders get another 4, or I guess China defenders get another 4 hits, and the Japanese attackers get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So that is 5 more casualties here, and 4 more casualties here. So 4 from the KMT, which is going to be that artillery, because it's the amphibious assaulter, and those 3 infantry just to make it easy, and then we'll delete 5 infantry here. So for those 5 at 4 left, I do lose one of these. I did delete all of my die as 2. However, one of those had to be an infantry, so I get a 2 back. A 3 is gone down here, and then one of these 3s gets downgraded to a 2 because its artillery is no longer boosting it. So now we will go into round 4. I don't know what that was, but it resulted in me getting more hits than what was going to be, so I guess I'll just take it, and it's my fault for clicking the button. That being said, 1, 2, 3, the Japanese do get the remaining 5 hits, and they just have to take 4 casualties in order to do so. And that will be just 4 infantry from the 41st Army. Alright, so we have taking care of the bulk of the CCP and KMT forces now. I do actually have a couple of combats that I missed. Szechuan we'll go ahead and do, and so the Japanese have 6 infantry attacking at 1, a mountain infantry attacking at 2, and the KMT have a defending militia 2 and a defending infantry at 4. So defending militia, defending infantry, attacking mountain infantry, and attacking regular infantry. Alright, the attackers got no hits, the defenders get 1 hit, so Japan will lose a regular infantry, and we'll go to round 2. The attackers will again gain, the defenders again have a hit, and the attackers have a hit, so Japan will lose a regular infantry, KMT will lose a militia. We'll go into round 3. Everybody missed, so round 4. Japan gets a hit, the defenders miss, and so we will take over Szechuan, losing 2 regular Japanese infantry to do so. Should have 4 surviving. Yep, okay. And the final combat is this attack bomber attacking the sub, and so it just gets a single roll at 7. And that is a miss, unfortunately, so the sub does get to stay alive. So that leads me into my non-combat moves, in which the attack bomber is rejoining the fleet and coming off map. The destroyer and the heavy cruiser that are on escort duty in P-16 are coming off of it and rejoining the fleet. Proper for defense. I'm going to enlarge this. Heavy cruiser's part of here now. I'll just move all these up. This was aggressively large, but you know, we'll roll with it. The subs are coming into P-16. The 3 torpedo boat destroyers in P-14 are coming into P-16. The destroyer that was on escort duty in P-50, which I guess these are all, I guess coming off escort duty is technically a combat move, but oh well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 into P-16. Where's the rest of the destroyers out there? They are. All of the transports that are over here are going to go into port in Nanjing. So that is all 5 of these, because this transport that's up here in P-14 was supposed to, it carried units down to P-32 as well. The planes that survived attacking Hunan are going to let's see, 1, 2. They're going to land in Hong Kong, I think. So we'll land those there. The regular sub in P-63, none of these are raiding anymore. The regular sub in P-63 is coming down into P-72. The sub that was in P-72 is coming down over into P-73. And the coastal sub in P-63 is staying in P-63. Over in India, The infantry that was in southern India is moving into Calcutta. The marine and tank that were in Azerbaijan and northern Iran are moving back down into southern Iran. Everything appears staying as it was. Japan did go up to 71, and KMT went down back to being a 1, and then Japan gets its income back from the coastal thing. And I think that has everything set. So we will place our buys. So the 2 subs are being built into P-15. All 5 light cruisers are being built into P-16 and are joining the fleet. Where's my other light cruisers? There they are. So we'll move all these up, and then we'll stick our additional 5 light cruisers in here. Our fighter is being built in Tokyo. The regular infantry is being built in Calcutta, and the infantry upgrade to motorized is the infantry that moved into Calcutta. We are placing a militia into Guangdong. We're placing a militia into Madagascar, and we're placing a militia into Aden. And the Italian infantry is being released from, it's going to start in P-16, it's going to come down, go into port at Maharashtra, rail into Iran, up into Transcaucasia, down into Turkey, across Eastern Europe, and into northern Italy. And there are no interdicting subs along the way. The seaplane in P-50 is staying on map as a raider in P-50 so that we can keep the British from getting that wartime objective on their turn. And I think that has got everything set. So we will collect our income, which is, we didn't take anything new, we just gained back everything that we lost. So that means we're collecting 85 again, 71 base plus 14 in wartime objective money, bonus money. So put our bank at 85, and we will pass on to Great Britain and Free France to Sebskolian for their turn. So see you next time.